In this episode,
I'm Rich.
My name is Miguel.
the party will have its struggles, successes, and a very special guest.
And I don't know if you heard the helicopters today, but we have one amazing special guest for you. You ready?
I'm ready.
All this when 5 very special couples begin competing to see who offers the most outrageous event. Today on Rehoboth Dinner Parties.
Dinner parties give friends a chance to eat, drink, be merry, and of course, judge each other. Welcome to Dinner Parties, the show where friends compete to throw the best dinner party their town has ever seen. But where did it all begin? Begin. The history of the American dinner party as we know it dates all the way back to ancient Greece and Rome, when it started as a prestigious social dining experience. The Greek dinner party was originally broken into 2 parts, the first dedicated to food and conversation, and the second to drinks, table games, dancers, acrobats, and musicians. Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, known as the nation's summer capital with beaches, bars, and Biden? Rehoboth Beach is also home to Rich and Miguel, who want to throw a post-pandemic dinner party as epic as their love story.
I'm Rich.
My name is Miguel.
We met 15 years ago at a gym in Rehoboth.
He was a member. I was a member. Of course, he was after me. I was working in one room, and when I noticed, I think I have a stalker, or someone who was behind me. Finally, I went to the parking lot, and he was right there.
A few years later, I ended up purchasing. And then Miguel came to work at the gym, and we got reconnected 4 years ago, and we've been together ever since.
Wow. That's the short version I ever heard before.
That's right, Miguel. Less talking and more party planning.
When I think about who plans our parties, I think we both do different pieces of it. I think about the logistics, ordering rented materials or entertainment, that sort of thing. And Miguel will work on the decorations. He'll help with entertainment, and he's a complete foodie. So he's got to approve the menus, whoever's cooking.
It's just exciting to coming back, after all this crazy year because the virus, COVID.
Had small 1 or 2 folks over for dinner, but this is our first post-COVID party.
Getting back to big parties means getting back to big preparation.
We had to, of course, choose the hottest day of the year, and we were trying to assemble a tent outside that looked like a hut, with a thatched roof and a bamboo back and sides to it.
I think we like to also put ourselves in things that we never done before. And I asked him, so what are we going to do with this little house that we want to build? And it was a lot of ideas, and finally he said, let's use the tent. And I said, okay, well, can we practice to see if it works? And we said, no, just go with the flow and see what happened. And there is other ways to do the decoration, like we might be able to pay somebody to do it, but we just enjoy it doing it together. So it was a little bit frustrated, but in the end I think it looks beautiful.
It's fun listening to you complain. Our guests tonight are coming from a variety of different touch points in our lives. One couple I work with through my job, one of the gentlemen in the couple is on our board of directors. And another couple I've just known since I've moved here.
We both like parties, and so now we decide to do parties, and we don't realize that we do a lot of parties. One of the first party I went, he's like, come to my house, I'm going to have a party, I want you to meet my friends. Normally you hear gays, crazy life or something out of the order. And I said, Rich, I'm not into a gay party. I'm not ready yet. Something that he actually mentioned was, well, my friends are different. This is a professional people, and I want you to meet them. This is different what you expect. So I went to the first party. Actually, it was the other house that he used to have, and it was beautiful. It was a lot of people. I was afraid sitting in one corner, and actually I get to see that he was right.
While Miguel teaches Rich how to set a table, let's meet their extraordinary dinner party guests.
My name is Chris Beagle,
My name is Eric Engelhart.
otherwise known as the Beaglehearts. We met at Penn State. September 15th will mark 32 years. Delaware made civil unions legal January 1st of 2012, and we had our civil union that September, and made marriage legal same-sex marriage legal in July of 2013. And we only intended to convert our civil union to a marriage, and I got a call from the former clerk of the peace, and he said he knows I'm a crybaby, so he's all excited to say, I wish I could see your face when I tell you I nominated you and Eric to be the first marriage ceremony in Sussex. And I was like, what?
My name is John Anderson.
And my name is Jong Kim, but everybody just calls me Kim. We actually met on a dating app.
I was driving my mother north from Florida, and we were going to New England. And I said, I'm driving by. We'd been talking for 2 months at that point online, and chatting on FaceTime and all that other good stuff. And he's like, but I'm not right off on 95. And I said, honey, everything's off on 95 when you drive from Florida to New England. So we stopped. We went out to dinner that night with my mother, our first date, walking down downtown Rehoboth, and it's been 7+ years since.
So I love having, I guess, a mother-in-law, soon to be, on your first date.
How many can say that? Their mother came with them on the first date.
Exactly.
Not many, John. Not many.
My name's Johnny Cervantes.
My name's Freddie Lutz. We've been together 23 years.
That's right. We met while we were out with our separate friends. And I was with my group, he was with his group, and we all got together for dinner after cocktails. And the funny thing is that I met this fellow who happened to be his best friend.
Basically, I swooped in.
My primary responsibility is supporting Fred as best I can. He's a little high maintenance. So I maintain the house that we have in Arlington as best I can, the house that we have here in Rehoboth Beach, and serve as secretary for his various administrative needs with his businesses. He has 3 restaurants now.
I call Johnny Secretary of the Shrubs.
I'm Tom Sheridan.
And I'm Vince Walsh.
We met at a bar in the old-fashioned days before the internet at a gay bar. I was out on a date that I was trying to shake. And so I was trying to shake this guy. So I suggested we go to the bar where I could kind of like mingle and get lost. And we walk in and he and Vince were work friends. So I got stuck. And then we were dancing.
36 years later, he's still stuck.
And then we were dancing together, and he said, "Can I have your number?" And I said, "No, I don't give my number to people that I meet in bars."
And I said, well, I knew he knew the guy that I worked with, so therefore, wasn't a problem. So 36 years later, here we are.
Such sweet stories, but enough of the past. It's party time.
We have never been to Miguel and Rich's dinner party, so I don't know how crazy it gets, but I'm about to turn up a notch.
I don't know what we're looking forward to. I don't know that we know what to expect for tonight.
We just went in with open minds and know that we want to have a good time and enjoy the time with everyone and, go from there.
My favorite thing about a dinner party, I would say, is the camaraderie. Did I say that right? Camaraderie?
Yes.
What happens when the camaraderie turns into a competition?
You're very competitive. It lives in you. It's all about you. The world revolves around you.
I'm kind of looking to see how we can win.
So I would look for our advantage around creativity, something very different.
And I think if we kind of learn a little bit about what they're doing, that we can up our A game.
Well, we decided the theme for this party, Luau. Is that the right pronunciation?
Right.
Yeah, which is a party from Hawaii. And it's that's because we're in summertime, so we're so exciting. I am looking for the bartender and I'm looking for the servers. Yes.
Men wearing no shirts with just lays on. You know, it all worked.
I think the luau is a great idea. I think it's going to be really fun because it is creative, it's different. I'm not sure what the food is with the luau, but
it's usually a pig.
Poi.
It's
I don't know what
usually
it
a
is.
roasted pig, I think.
It could be.
If I do throw a dinner party and I get to host it, whoever came up with this Hawaiian shirt, I'm making everybody wear a sumo diaper, and they better love it.
The only thing I don't like about the luau theme, honestly, is the bold prints.
What gay man owns a Hawaiian shirt? Come on!
I have like a closet full of Hawaiian shirts.
Throughout the evening, Rich and Miguel's dinner party will be judged in the following categories: cuisine, libations, ambiance, and an overall dinner party rating. As the party gets underway, stay tuned to see if this cuisine satisfies these hungry guests' expectations. Now that all the guests have settled in, Rich and Miguel have decided that it's time to really surprise them.
So about 15 years ago, when I first met Chris and Eric, I was so impressed with who they knew locally, and I thought, God, someday I hope I know the people they know. So I started thinking about it, about who could we get tonight to come and be a special guest. You know, Rehoboth has gotten a lot of attention lately because we've got sort of the summer White House here. And I don't know if you heard the helicopters today, but we have one amazing special guest for you. You ready?
I'm ready.
Mona Watts.
Oh, you lovely people! Oh, amazing! How are you?
You know, I have to say I was very surprised when Mona Lott showed up.
She knows most of the attendees. She is a incredible female impersonator, and she's got a phenomenal sense of humor. She does a little singing. She's just a ton of fun, and I'm so proud that we were able to get her to come and be with us.
Okay, we'll just stop right there. Stop here and reflect.
When Mona Lotz appears at a private party, I mean, you can't beat that. You know, she's not only amazingly entertaining, but she's an awesome member of the community who's given so much back. And so that just raised the bar.
I thought the drag queen was a little cruel.
She said he had hair plugs.
Yeah, really. I was like, wait a minute, that's me.
Are you wearing Hanes underwear at a gay function? How dare you, sir? Yes! Doing a little...
But the piano player and the drag queen should have had a kick-ass number. So at first they were like doing this like you don't know any songs, you don't know any songs. So I thought it was a shtick. I was like, okay, they're going to move to some unbelievable kick-ass number. They're gonna do I Am What I Am. They're gonna do like some unbelievable anthem-y, crazy like drag queen moment, and she's gonna like get on that piano and like do the Annette Bening thing, and then she didn't do it. I was like, ooh, what happened there?
Thank you guys, I love you!
Without a big song and dance, are the big laughs enough to keep this party rolling through dinner?
So on the menu tonight at our party, I haven't told Miguel what we chose because it's a surprise.
The whole week was like, what's the menu? I need to know what's the menu.
It's actually your favorite. We're having salmon, and we have a couple of hors d'oeuvres. I think you'll like. You have your Guatemalan bananas. What do you call them?
Plantains.
Plantains. I couldn't think of it. I call them Guatemalan bananas.
So the entree was fantastic, and
The salmon was awesome.
the chef was like an artist assembling the plates. I was like mesmerized by watching him throughout the process.
The salad was beautiful. Salmon was excellent. I'm always looking at different ways people are serving things attractively and so forth. I'm always snapping pictures of people's hors d'oeuvre trays.
It was delicious, very flavorful. The We saw the salmon being prepared for presentation, and from a distance, I couldn't tell what they were doing. I thought we were going to have like tamales, some Central American tamales, because I saw them unwrapping them. So it was a nice surprise, and sauce on the salmon, but with the combination of the rice, I mean, it was great.
Hawaiian is tough because it's not something that we kind of normally would eat, which made it interesting. I think I would prefer it if they actually made the food themselves, because it was like getting carry-out.
It certainly wasn't carry-out. I mean, really, that's like Chinese takeout. Seriously. No, it was not carry-out. It was delicious, but
It was delicious.
It is interesting. It is interesting if people make food themselves.
Uh-oh, with guests using words like carry-out, let's see how Rich and Miguel think their food stacked up.
The food was phenomenal, and we definitely had the best looking wait staff.
I think it's going to be hard to find a hot bartenders, servers. I think it's not easy to find guys like that.
Thank you, Miguel. And you're right, it's not easy to find guys like that. The guests are full, the drinks are flowing, and it's time for me to go see if I can find myself one of those bartenders. When we come back, things heat up when the guests give their scores and tell us what they really thought about the dinner party. Rich and Miguel's dinner party looked like a success, but it all depends on the score. What did the guests really think? We'll find out how many cheers out of 3 they gave to 3 different categories: cuisine, libations, and ambiance. Then all the guests will give an overall score out of 10. The cheers and scores will then be averaged together for the final dinner party rating.
I think it was a hit. I think people had a really good time, a lot of levity, a lot of great music. I think it was good.
It was a great party.
I thought it was great. I loved mingling with people that I didn't even know. Well, I don't mingle. I don't have chance to mingle. So
It's nice to be able to just have the time to relax and
Yeah.
socialize.
I think everything was fabulous. Considering that, we don't really know all the folks well, and the way everything was so coordinated, I would hope that we could have pulled together something similar at some point.
It was fantastic. It's the most time we've all spent together.
Great.
So it was kind of nice to get to know everybody better throughout the course of the evening.
When are we going to the naked pool party?
Before we discuss naked pool parties, let's go over cuisine.
I'll say loudly, without a doubt.
yeah, the cuisine was great.
The cuisine was fantastic.
So it's,
no doubt that was a 3.
3 cheers.
Yeah, for sure. 3 cheers.
Maybe they tried to cater to me. Was there like ramen and rice and?
There was a little
I just had
competition
that-
there.
Yeah. I don't know.
Ramen and pork, yeah, there was definitely
Maybe it's
a
just me
competition.
though. Maybe it's just me.
Yeah, and it wasn't as good as yours, but so.
I thought it was really good. Very interesting. I loved the noodles and the pork. I thought it was delicious.
I feel like if there's three-point system, right?
Mm-hmm.
1 being horrible, 2 being it was good, okay, and 3 being excellent, exceptional.
Beyond.
Right.
Right.
Like I
Orgasmic.
almost had an orgasm, right?
Right.
So I would say 2.
3 cheers for cuisine.
Did you just spit on me or did you say 2?
That's 4.
2 cheers for
That's 4.
2 cheers for cuisine.
We can clearly see they've had libations, but let's hear what they thought of them.
There was a great variety of champagne and the various liquors and great wines, and of course we wanted to kind of scale back because you don't want to get overindulged in that. But I mean, just to have the offerings that were available, I can't say anything less than 3 cheers.
Yeah, it was a great bar, and the wines with dinner were excellent. And it was a nice touch to have the champagne and the verve.
Plus the way they were served.
I'd have to say my favorite part was when the boys took their shirts.
3 cheers for libations. Definitely 3 cheers.
You can't screw up a drink.
Totally 5. I am bombed. Completely bombed.
Kind of felt there should have been a signature cocktail to go with the theme.
Like a Mai Tai or something,
Yeah,
maybe,
right.
to tie it together.
It's probably the one that we kind of,
So 2.
thought, yeah, libation or vation?
Libation.
I'm a foreigner.
I know that.
Yeah.
You're working it.
I have libated the entire evening. I started with vodka and just moved all the way down through the evening. Libations 5. Is 5 the score?
3.
Oh, 3. 5. Totally getting into 5.
3 for libation.
How about the ambiance?
It was beautiful. I give it 5. Another 5. Because it was supposed to be outside.
4, 3. It's 3, not 5.
I'm saying 5.
You can't.
I'm going with 5. 5.
I even took a picture of the table setting because it was so pretty.
What Miguel did with the napkins and then these lays that are
They're edible,
edibles
yeah.
are amazing.
It's delicious.
Salad for tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Now, our host pulled together an amazing celebration. I mean, that's what it seemed like, a celebration.
I thought at first, what kind of gay person has a Hawaiian shirt, luau thingy without a whole roasted pig in the backyard? But then, after looking at the table setting, it worked.
3 cheers. 2.5 cheers. We have to leave some room.
Yeah, that's true. 2.5 cheers.
Well, we're going to give 3.
I'm going to give 3 for ambiance.
3 cheers for ambience.
Yeah.
3 cheers for ambience.
Finally, let's hear the overall scores.
There is nothing that I didn't like. Everything was just really wonderful.
We said score would be an 8.
8 out of 10.
Yeah, 8 out of 10.
I've seen some of the entertainment shows where they give the ratings and they don't want to give the top rating at the beginning because they don't know what the rest is going to be. But honestly, I think we're dealing with very professional hosts that I have a full understanding of what entertaining in your home means, and I cannot say that it would be less than a 10. So I would have to go with,
I agree. 10.
10 for the overall rating.
You can't give a 10 because it's always, you could have something being done.
And we're going to
better.
have another party that we need to have room to grow for.
Exactly. Because I remember, when they try to give, what's that girl's name who got her knee whacked, the skater? Nancy Kerrigan. Yeah.
That's
and then Oksana
That's a
Bayul
long
and
time. That's a long time ago. You're mixing metaphors.
I'm just saying.
Leave it alone.
Because if
girl.
they gave her,
just
saying,
just leave it alone.
Bitch, I cut you. Seriously.
Really?
I'll cut you.
All right, fine. 8.5 was the number we agreed on.
8.5? Okay, 8.5.
Is that too high for you?
Fine.
8.5
for
total
overall
score.
It's a competition. Hello,
No.
I want to win.
That is so self-serving that it's ridiculously
If everybody
transparent.
wins, nobody's a winner.
No, you have to, a
This
serious...
is not
Seriously, I would give it an 8.
Scores are in.
Yay!
Wow.
May I have the glass, please?
Okay, so what is this?
So, we're passing the glass to Vince and Tom because you guys are having the next party.
Oh, we're honored.
And
Yay!
oh, the Russian judge was at the table tonight. Well, bring it on, bitches.
B plus.
A minus.
Tune in next week to see if Tom and Vince can beat Rich and Miguel on Dinner Parties.